Good morning, die-harders. Who's ready to live free or die hard? This is the S&W EXPerience, and I am the Shogun. And here we go. So, man, it's terrible. There's no hiding that bit. Velma's a terrible show.
It's bad. It was like, guys, it's maybe Kaylin. You want your answer to talk about? Maybe Kaylin worked for the office. No, she didn't. She was a secondary writer who was then charged with cleanup and storyline progressions. She was not the main writer. Oh, guys, Mindy worked for the office. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
That
not.
is what that perception gets you. That's where it gets you.
They are like legit. Thing is, there was this thing she said like, oh, Velma being voiced by an Indian woman and being an Indian woman, it's like speaks to representation and it's a good thing. And there are actual like Indian women and activists coming forward saying, no, it isn't. This isn't a character we want to be represented by.
Cat.
Dude.
Pure cat.
Oh shit, man. The show is full of stereotypes too. Making Daphne an Asian, she's not like the Asian, what's the dragon lady? Like just,
Yeah.
that's a stereotype. Making Fred some rich asshole is just yet another stereotype. Like just, oh man. This is so, dude, this show.
Now he's like Asian.
Dude.
He's like Asian or something.
Oh man, like, and Shaggy,
Wow.
I don't mind Shaggy
That's
being a
so
black guy.
creative.
I honestly don't mind Shaggy being a black guy. I just mind that fucking hair. Just, what is that?
Yeah, it's very Steven Universe 2013.
Yeah, but Steven Universe look good, man. Like, just, eesh. Just, and it at least made sense in that universe. That was a very brightly colored, anime-inspired universe. It made sense for characters to look that way. But this, I don't know what the fuck this is. This is some discount total drama island bullshit, man. Like, oh.
Yeah.
But God, though, man, just the audacity of these fucking people to say in an interview that it's a good thing that the show doesn't have Scooby-Doo because Scooby-Doo is associated with like a kids show and we didn't want to like have that association. This is a more mature product. Like, fuck out of here. Jesus.
Very, they were trying to be so superior from Scooby-Doo. Like it wasn't innately kids puppets. You know, like it doesn't have any adult show potential.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm glad that there is no Scooby-Doo. Initially, I was pissed. Like, looking at it now, I'm glad, dude, because what would he do, man? They would, like, what the fuck would he do?
I think in an adult show, right, in an adult setting, Scooby-Doo's main purpose would be that comedy relief that would accompany Shaggy. Especially when speaking about, you know, like tribal and stuff like that. Because Shaggy and Scooby are meant to be like this best friends. They eat together. You know, they smoke weed together, do drugs together, whatever. Yeah. I think if you lean more into their drug research and have them as like this constantly high duo, that way you sort of achieve a level of comedy that you can't really achieve with your average show. Because not every comedy relief is on drugs.
Yeah. Plus, it can.
What you can achieve by just doing them like that, I think it could be worthwhile. By having them visibly high, you know, by having them unable to keep their concentration, you know, by having them giggle constantly, make these unfunny jokes, you know.
Yeah.
Just your routine. You know, you're a team stoner guy activity.
Yep.
You know, laughing at everything, paranoia, whatever it happens to be. But just sort of lean into it. Because they always tiptoed around it in those old shows.
And the movies, too.
Like, haha, get it? He acts like a stoner. You know, he acts like a stoner. But nah, now he actually happens, you know. You'll see him roll a blunt mid monster chase, you know. You'll see him lighting a blunt mid monster chase. You'll see him offering the monster a blunt, you know, whatever. But just, you know, cool things to lean on like that.
Yeah. It really raises the question of who is this for? Who's this show for when you think about it? Because it's not for adults. Adults prefer the original Scooby-Doo. It's not for kids because they're not old enough to watch this. So who's this for? Who's the fan base you're trying to reach?
They want to capture that weird like 15/16 to 28 demographic that is very much into like those adult cartoons, like your American Dads and your.
It's trying to be Rick and Morty, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Rick and Morty, your Brickleberries, but more like your obscure types of shows, you know. So that's the kind of thing that seems to capture.
Yeah. Oh shit. They'd made Velma. I think, dude, I laughed when I found out like the real reason there's no Scooby-Doo. See, like Mindy Kaling and the writers of them, they'll say like, oh yeah, we wanted to take the show in a different direction. Having Scooby-Doo wouldn't work. And then afterwards, Warner Brothers released a statement saying that the reason there's no Scooby-Doo is because that was the one condition for the show's existence. They were like, okay, you can do your show, but you're not allowed to use Scooby-Doo. Like, even they knew, like, okay, this is garbage. We need to keep him away from this.
Yeah. We need to check this.
Yeah.
I guarantee if the show was better, they would have given them Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
If they had half a mind, they would have taken Scooby-Doo. They should have taken Scooby-Doo. If they had half a mind.
It's kind of like the CW and Batman, but not entirely. You know, like how the CW will mention Batman, but they don't have Batman. He's just always in the periphery somewhere. It's kind of like that. But at least he's there in some capacity. At least they were like, okay, you can mention Batman. Yeah. Would it have been better or worse if the CW had its own Batman, just out there in the world fighting crime?
I think it would be worse because that would give these already semi-useless characters less to do.
Yeah.
Because one thing about Batman is that he's very efficient. He can never join a team of those because he would finish the thing in like 20 seconds.
Yeah. Like with the whole reason Batwoman even becomes a hero is because Gotham City has no heroes to protect it. There's no Bruce Wayne. So if Batman is still around, what reason does Batwoman have to suit up?
Exactly. Yeah, it's much different.
Yeah. Yeah, damn, it would have been worse. Shit. But yeah, but what a world we live in. We live in a world where we have two different actors playing Batman and nobody playing Superman. Just
That's so wild because there's literally no actor right now portraying Superman. No actor. Not Superman. Not Matt Bowman. Not no one. But Batman has like 3 active guys playing him. Actual confirmed guys. He has Affleck. That's so tragic. I feel so sorry for Henry Cavill.
yeah.
Because if Reeve was alive, they would have used him. If Reeve was alive, they never had that horse riding accident. Paralyzing him. They would have got him back.
Yeah. They would have given him something, man. Even if it was just a bit part, they would have given him something.
If they bring that Keaton, they would bring back Reeve. Because Reeve and Keaton were like a very similar age.
Yeah.
Reeve was like, he was Robert Williams' flatmates in uni, and they were the same age. So he's like 1950, Christopher Reeve. He would not be too old at all. He's literally Keaton's age.
Yeah, it would have been definitely an interesting thing, like to see those two actors share a screen. Like, even if it was just as Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent, it would have been like such like a nostalgia moment, you know?
Yeah, like finally combine the universes that we never could back then because there was no continuity.
Yeah, I mean, there was a continuity. It was just different dudes playing Batman, so it's kind of difficult to, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Batman, dude, I remember the whole fucking, like, Twitter went into a fucking meltdown when a rumor started to spread that George Clooney was coming back as Batman, because there was a picture of him holding up a Batman action figure, and everyone lost their shit. Like, what the fuck? No!
Bro, I have never seen the internet so united in the hate of someone else. Everyone was like, oh, hell no.
I fucking love that shit, dude. Like, we could all disagree on who our favorite Batman is, but all of us, regardless of race, creed, who your favorite Batman or Joker is, we all agree that we don't like George Clooney.
It's so wild.
Movie is universally bad. It's just, yo. No one even likes it ironically. No one's even, like, ironically championing that movie. It's just bad. Ew. Hey, man. If a shared love of something couldn't bring together fan bases and shit, then at least we can take solace in the fact that we can come together out of shared hate.
Exactly. I think right now the DC fans are all united. Snyder fans or not, they're all united to absolutely hate what's to come.
Yeah. Because even if
everyone wanted Cavill back,
yeah.
Snyder, cult or not.
Even if you didn't like Batman v Superman or anything or the dark tone of the Snyderverse, you at least liked Henry Cavill as Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the constant.
Yeah. And what sucks is he only had one fucking movie. Appearing in other people's movies doesn't count. He only had one fucking movie. Damn.
Exactly. How crazy is that? He was a loser.
Yeah. I mean, not as big as Ben Affleck. He had 0 fucking movies. And
yeah, he had 0 movies. That's crazy, bro.
Like fucking
That's
Batman.
So crazy, man.
Batman, the figure who saved WB's ass on 2 different occasions, has 0 movies in the DCEU. Just
no movies at all.
Ah, Jesus. It's disappointing, man. Like, I mean, I get it. Dude was going through some stuff, and he couldn't do the thing back in the day. But like when he was like okay again, they didn't reach out to him and be like, "Hey, you want to be Batman again?" Like, just.
Yeah, I get that.
But still, though. Hey, speaking of the DC, while we're on the topic of DCEU, Aquaman, you hear the stories like the test screenings were so bad, people left.
Bro, that screenshot that I sent in the morning, where it's like, do you know how bad your film has to be to be called the worst DC film ever by a DC fan? That guy has seen some stuff.
Yeah.
How bad did your movie need to be for it to be labeled the worst DC film ever? You know how wild that is, John.
Yeah. I remember like Muhammad was like, man, the ball was already in the freaking ocean. Just
Dude.
Dude.
Okay, I can't believe that.
Like, what happened? What the fuck happened? That's all I can ask. What happened? What the...
I don't know.
Because the first Aquaman movie was great. It MCU is great. Like, but
Yeah.
how do you go from that to, oh, this is one of the worst? No, not one of the worst. It's the worst. How do you go from that to the worst? This is Thor.
I have no
This is
idea.
basically Thor 4, man. Like, we went from one of the best Thor movies ever to the worst MCU movie. Not even the worst Thor movie. It's the worst MCU movie. Damn.
That's wild. And also, this movie is already too far gone to cancel. You can't cancel it.
I mean, we say that.
They've already stripped so much from who's this?
Amber Heard, yeah.
Yeah, no, from the director.
Oh yeah.
Creatively, obviously, removing Mirai, because they removed a few of her scenes, and then they just scrapped her entirely. So I don't know now if they put her back, but I think she's gone entirely still. Possibly.
Dude, it's just the state of it all. The state of it all, man. Like, oh shit. Poor James Wan. Just like poor the director of that movie. Like, he's the DCEU's Taika Waititi now. Just oh, that's so sad, man. Dude, I remember like a month before Thor Love and Thunder came out, I remember we were discussing the trailer, and like the words we spoke was like, I remember quoting like you said, like, I have faith, man, like, because we were still coming off Thor 3, so it was like, I have faith in Taika Waititi. But now, all it takes is one bad movie, and there goes your credibility, man.
No, I think Taika really took the piss on purpose. I think he was just like, alright, fuck all of you, and none of you escape, and you want me to be this brilliant director, but also fuck you guys immensely.
Yeah, shit, dude. I mean, the movies that have come out in that time period, just, I worry for Marvel, I worry for DC, I could care less about Dark Horse because they've released 2 movies in 30 years. Just saying, in 30 years, they've had a film division. They have made 2 movies, Spawn and Bloodshot. Wait, is it Blood? Yeah, it's Bloodshot. Yeah, Vin Diesel's Bloodshot. 2 movies in 30 years, bro. You may as well not exist. Just, it's understandable they don't have a lot of well-known characters, and those are 2 of their biggest guns, but damn, man.
Yeah.
You think if Bloodshot, yeah. You think if Bloodshot released, not during a pandemic, it would have done better? It would have been more of a splash.
You think so?
I mean, it's Vin Diesel. He was coming off Fast 9, so no, that hadn't come out yet. Fast 9 hadn't come out yet, so I mean, if it had come out in 2019 instead of 2020, I think it would have made some money, Yeah, it would have made some money, It would have justified its existence, yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Converse, yeah.
Characters that aren't as compelling might struggle to find their footing.
Yeah. It's like with what about Black Adam? You think if Black Adam didn't release the same time as Wakanda Forever and Avatar 2, it would have made way more money? Or was it doomed to just be that what it was?
Alright, you know what? I think Wakanda Forever did not market itself as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. It's definitely.
They did not market themselves adequately. So, I feel like when the movie came out, people were still in like trailer mode and speaking about the movie still. Not so much talking about the movie's premiere, still speaking about it. Still speaking about the tragedy. Still speaking about, we miss Chadwick, you know. We love Chadwick, we miss Chadwick. But then they don't end up watching the movie because they're too busy speaking about the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It literally is.
With it definitely would have helped its case had it been marketed. I mean, it made a ton of money. No, I mean, it made a ton of money regardless, but still, it would have made more if it didn't release in that window. Same thing with Black Adam. If Black Adam had released like just 2 months earlier, it wouldn't have come out smack dab in the middle of Black Panther and Avatar, because Avatar is, that movie is a fucking force, man. Jesus.
Yeah, Avatar was a sweep. Avatar was a crazy sweep.
I remember like James Cameron got upset because people didn't remember his main character's name from like the first movie, and I'm still there like, dude, it's been 10 years. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Oh shit! You expect us to remember this motherfucker we saw once? Like, come on, dude. Oh shit. Oh damn. But yeah, it was. Hey, wait a minute. Have you seen it? The Avatar: The Way of Water. Have you seen it?
Nah, not yet.
Yeah, well, just strap in, man. It's 3 hours. It's like, I mean, there's that movie. Let me just say this, man. It's 30 hours long. It's 30 minutes longer than it should be. There's a chunk in the middle that's just these beautiful shots of like fishing and swimming and hunting, and this is a montage, but this could have been a shorter montage. That's what I'm saying. And there's this exposition about alien whale hunting and how the stuff in the whale's brain stops human aging, even though that'll never come into play ever again. It's just to explain why they hunt the alien whales. I'm serious, they for real, they're like, the stuff from this alien whale's membrane stops human aging. If you'd like drink this every day, you will never age another day in your life. But it never comes back into the plot. It's never seen again. It's literally just to explain why we have alien whale hunting. Just, okay, that's that. Oh yeah, the main villain from the first movie, even though he died, is back. So, all of them are back, by the way. All the guys who died in the first movie are back now. Just, not that it matters, because they're forgettable as fuck. And the fact that they're now all what are they called? The blue people. Now they're all blue cat people. They all look the same, so they're even more forgettable. When one of them dies, it's like, oh no, there goes that guy, I guess.
Holy shit.
Jesus, bro. But yeah, it was without a doubt the prettiest movie I'd seen the whole year. It wasn't the best movie, but it was the best looking.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, it's still though. The arrogance of this man to be like, I have Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the way.
That's crazy. To have like multiple sequels on deck.
Oh shit. Like, I remember he was
He's
like,
very excited.
dude, he was like, yo, if this movie bombs, then I'm only gonna be able to do
quitting.
Avatar 3. Just
Yeah, he's like, the movie bombs, I'm quitting. I hate all of you, and you're all stinky doo-doo heads.
Jesus, bro.
I'm so passionate about this movie having to perform.
Like, come the
I mean,
fuck
it did.
on.
Props to him. And
Yeah.
he was really scared.
Hey, dude, it would have. I feel like it would have crushed him if the movie bombed. Not just like it didn't make X amount of billions. Like if it flat out bombed, you would have. You might have had a heart attack if it just bombed. Shit.
If that movie made like $800 million, it would have given him a heart attack.
Yep. If it just capped at
That
800
movie-
million, dude. Just,
It would have broke something in him, and it would have turned into the Joker.
really old, bitter Joker, but like, yeah, still.
Yeah. That movie, yeah, it could have changed him forever.
In a way, it did. It's all he kind of lives for now. I mean, he's not directing anything else, so. Yeah, they ain't. You know, blue cat people that no one ever actually questions, man. Like, why does no one ask, hey, man, what's the obsession with blue cat people? You got some kind of fetish, man? Like, no one questions that. But the moment you...
It's pretty weird.
It is, shit. But, like, people say, like, they're into furries, and suddenly they're a weirdo. Like, how is that different? Oh, but whatever. Moving from one crazy director to another, what was I gonna say? Michael Bay took over this movie from Steven Spielberg. Cause Spielberg had been working on this one move sci-fi for years. It was called Robopocalypse. Yeah, I know he didn't come up with that name. Like, just, I mean, it's Steven Spielberg. It's not sitting there going, what am I gonna call this movie? I know, Robopocalypse. Just... It sounds fucking dumb.
I won't lie, that's kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of hard.
Really?
It's kind of hard.
That's some Sharknado shit, man. Think about it. That's some straight up Studio Universal Sharknado naming. Just. Alright, shit. I was saying. So Spielberg was working on this movie, Robopocalypse, and he left to work on The Fablemans and, you know, various other he left to work on Ready Player One, and then came The Fablemans and whatever. So he stepped out as director, and once again, he like tapped Michael Bay, like, hey, you want to direct this movie that I was working on? And dude said, yeah, again. So it's becoming a thing, because the first time that happened was Transformers, because the studio wanted Spielberg to do Transformers, and he was game until he changed his mind, and then he tapped Michael Bay, like, hey, do you want to direct this movie? It's like, hell yeah. Just, it's becoming a thing. Like, whenever there's a project Spielberg doesn't want, he'll like call up Michael Bay and be like, hey, there's this film I was supposed to do. Do you want it? Yeah, man. It's nice to know, like, you know, Spielberg's out there looking out for his homies, one way or another. Oh, shit.
The old and distinguished Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Oh, god damn. That, I respect that, man. I respect. I used to, like, despise the fucking movies he'd make, but, like, now that I know dude's hustle and that he's really just collecting a paycheck whilst also giving his buddies a paycheck, like, dude, mad respect. That's what you do.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah. Oh, shit, dude. I'm not gonna lie, dude. If I was in his shoes, I would definitely do that. Like, fuck yes, I'll take this shitty movie for this obscene money, but on the condition that my friends get to come with. Just... Oh, shit. Oh, man. But yeah. Man, that good old Adam Sandler. What a weird time we were in 2019 where people were saying, give Adam Sandler an Oscar. Just... Imagine if he won.
Like, it was so And again, it felt like his career, like resurgence.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, he's back. He's back. Let's campaign and give him an Oscar. And of course, you could also feel that when it came to him being recognized by his other Hollywood friends, that was the true moment.
Yep. That was really.
There's not enough fans to just be like, oh, look at you. The Academy also is doing that.
Yeah. It's not enough to have one good performance in one movie. They look at your brand, basically. And the Adam Sandler brand isn't what you'd associate with the Oscars, so. The same thing happened to Jim Carrey back in the day. He did, like, in the night. Yeah, it happened to him. So, like, when he was doing movies like The Majestic, and it was, everyone was like, and The Truman Show. Shit, I forgot about The Truman Show. I was so shocked, like, wait, he didn't get an Oscar for that? Shit. Like, why? But then you find out, oh, because he's a comedian. Like, we can't go around nominating a comedian for Best Actor. It's just...
Exactly.
Hey, but dude, Oscars...
Because they're just pretending to be serious.
Yeah.
That's exactly what acting.
Dude, this one guy, Peter Sellers, lost out on an Oscar nomination because of one scene in an otherwise flawless movie. And there was one jokey scene, and it wasn't even in the film. It was, like you have, at the end of the movie, you have outtakes. He had one outtake at the end of the fucking movie, and it was enough for them to be like, oh, this is a comedy then. Doesn't qualify for Best Picture. Like, that's all it takes. One fucking scene. Even if the rest of the movie's dope. Like, but you can tell the Oscars are getting desperate now. They're desperately trying to stay relevant. Just look at last year's show, dude. Last year's show, a slap aside, last year's show was forgettable as fuck.
What do you mean? Wait, just say it again?
I mean, aside from the slap, last year's Oscars show was forgettable.
Didn't we also have like one better actor, this person, another actor's name?
Wasn't that Anthony Hopkins? Didn't he like get an... I remember like he got an Oscar, everyone thought like Chadwick Boseman was gonna get it. And then Anthony Hopkins won and everyone was like surprised. Even more surprised by the fact that he wasn't there. Because even he didn't think he'd win.
Oh yeah, he was in the UK. Conference. That's crazy.
Yep. Accepted the award via Zoom call. Just...
Yeah.
Yikes, man. You know it's bad. You know that the choice is so out of nowhere when the guy who wins doesn't even think like, wow, like I won? Really? Okay. But yeah. But aside from that, that show was forgettable. Like they celebrated the like 75th anniversary of The Godfather. That's not an anniversary date, man. That's not even a thing. When have you seen anyone celebrate a 70 anything? And they had John Travolta, Uma Thurman, and Samuel L. Jackson present an award, and they were making Pulp Fiction references throughout their speech. Like, but why though? What does Pulp Fiction have to do with this? Like, it was so weird. Like, they were chasing that. Let's get as many recognizable names as possible onto the stage and try to get that attention. They had the director of The Godfather and Al Pacino do an award for Best Stunt. Just, that's weird, right? You want a guy to announce who won Best Stunt and you pick Al Pacino and Martin, what, is it Scorsese? I don't know what the fuck his name is.
Scorsese.
Yeah. So, out of everyone you pick those two? two motherfuckers who look like they've never seen a fucking stunt in their life are presenting the award for best stunt.
Yeah, the Oscars sometimes feels weird.
Yeah.
It just feels like they're freestyling.
It really does. And it shouldn't, man. It's supposedly the most prestigious award in all of film and acting. Yet the MTV Movie Awards has better coordination and fuck, they're a lot more fun. I actively enjoy watching those awards. I don't feel like I need to be quiet when I'm sitting in my fucking room. Just
yeah.
But yeah.
Nah, I get you.
Weird though. With Will and his Emancipation movie, there was some buzz that, yo, this might be a role that he could seriously be Oscar contention for. Which is ironic because he can't. Oh, dude. He couldn't win an Oscar if he wanted to, man. Like, even if he made the best movie ever made, he's not winning anything. Just not until that suspension is up.
Exactly.
But damn, oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
That's definitely gonna be a problem because who's gonna cast him? Like, I mean, if you're trying to get an Academy Award, are you really gonna cast a guy who can't get nominated, even if he's great? But on the bright side,
maybe.
Yeah, but on the bright side, Bad Boys 4 is back in production.
Yeah, they're kind of easing up on one of it.
Yeah, I mean it's been a year, so not really. Yeah.
Damn, only 4 more years to go. I'm lying, it's 9.
Yep.
It's 10 years.
What
a crazy number, bro. 10 years.
Shit.
That's a ridiculous number.
Personally, like I've said it before and I'll say it again, I don't think it was the slap that actually got him in trouble. It was the yelling that really got him in trouble. Like swearing on live TV, man. Just that's what really got him.
That one just feels good.
Yeah. Because the slap, they could have easily swept it under the rug and pretended it didn't happen, or made it a gag. After the fact, have Will and, Chris Rock say, oh, that was a joke. We planned that ahead of time. Easy. Who wouldn't believe that? But the yelling...
The slap alone is clean. It's a joke. Everyone's still laughing.
Yeah. But then he started dropping F-bombs and everyone went dead. Just...
And in fact, it would have been like an iconic moment. It would have been like I swear to God, it would have been like on TikTok in 7 years to be like, did you know the slap from 2022 was actually not orchestrated?
Yeah.
The slap was actually a real live reaction by actors. Those acrobatic voices they would just have,
Absolutely.
It would have been like one of those like, infamous urban legend facts, did you know type of things.
Yeah.
If they did it well. But they didn't. And will carry on speaking.
Yep. Because, dude, even Chris was laughing. Even Chris was laughing when it happened. Yeah.
Yeah, if Chris kept quiet, Will also would have kept quiet. And when you commented, after Chris said, wow, dude, he's like, yes. It was just a joke. I keep my wife's name on sugar. It was just a joke, If Chris had kept quiet and just let the whole night carry on, not a beat missed, then handle it, I bet he wouldn't have tried to lift on anymore because he would have been less angry.
Yeah.
Handle it during the ad break, handle it with Denzel, handle it with Jamie Foxx, whatever it is, right? Just handle it. Handle it and fix it, and then come back to your buddies.
Yeah.
Again. They are buddies.
Yeah, that way we don't get Wanda Sykes going on, like, interviews and shit saying she was traumatized by dude coming on stage. Just
Yeah.
Jesus, no, man. Just, that. And we don't get this whole brouhaha of, well, if it was The Rock up there, he wouldn't have done. Like, we don't get all that. Just, nah. Oh, damn.
Yeah, I do not feel that.
Yeah, but in all honesty, if it was The Rock up there and Will went up and slapped him anyway, like, there would be a different vibe going on. It'd be like, holy shit, Will Smith slapped The Rock. Just, it would have been kind of impressive, but still, just, yeah.
That the smoke is for everyone.
Yeah, regardless of
Not
size,
just-
yeah.
Exactly.
It would have been like, it
It would have lent
yeah.
credence to his street cred, because he has very little street cred. But it would have been good for his remaining street cred.
Yeah.
His PR would have been good.
Yeah, it definitely would have, man. Yeah.
Like, he refuses to forgive that nigga.
Yeah.
He's just like, fuck that. I'm not gonna forgive that nigga. And you know what? Good for him. Good for him. Honestly.
Yeah, we all have our breaking points, man. Like those lines you do not cross. Yeah.
Good for him for establishing some, a couple of, I guess, this is my breaking point, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely, man, we've been talking about this Will and Oscars and Chris situation for a while now, man. I've talked about that as much as I want to. Like, I never want to bring that shit up again. It's just, there's not a lot we can say. You know, Will apologized, Chris didn't accept, Will should leave Jada. It's all been said before, you know.
Yeah.
Man, but yeah, moving away from that, I'm trying real hard to find something to jump to, man. It's not really easy to find some shit to stick the landing on this end. I know you don't watch WWE, but you do know about like Logan Paul and his, wait, is it Logan or Jake Paul? This motherfucker is so interchangeable, I can't even tell who's who. You know about the Paul brother who's wrestling though, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, like, would you say, as the most casual of casual viewers of WWE that you are, that he is, like, his presence in the company, having a celebrity wrestle and largely outperform many people on the roster, is that helping or hurting the WWE?
It depends how you want to look at it.
They don't wanna see me make it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown.